Hey guys, this is Dr. Michael Young. I'm the professor that's teaching your Business Information Skills, BA 115. So in this course, what I'm going to try to do is get you either interested or not interested in business administration. This is kind of a survey course, really. I don't know why I call it Business Information Skills, if I'm perfectly honest. To me, it should be called Introduction to Business or Survey of Business or something like that. Because what we really do is we look at all the functions of business. And I'm assuming that you are a business major, or you're thinking about being a business major, or you're interested in business. You've taken this as an elective because you want to know something about business. You think you want to be in business. So we go through all of the functions of business, such as we just talk about the business environment. We go through what is like accounting. We introduce some basic economics. We introduce some basic management topics like motivation, leadership. We talk about starting your own business. And the idea is to make this interesting as possible. Do this through discussions, through exercises. You need to produce one video, which I'm going to talk about more later. And we do this in such a way that it gives you an idea of what it would be like to be in business or have a business career. Help you make up your mind. My guess is that for most of you, this is your first semester, and so you really don't know what you want to do. And that's fine. That's very normal for first-year college students. And so hopefully this will help you to make up your mind. So what I'm going to do in this short video is I'm going to go through the course outline, talk about what some of the expectations are, then I'm going to give a brief rundown of the course schedule, talk about what's expected, just give you a little bit of an introduction to what each of those topics is like. And then we'll wrap it up, and if you have any questions, you can email me. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen with you now. When you go to My Online, you open it up, and there should be a list of your courses there. You click on BA 115, Business Information Skills, and you should see something that looks about like this. Maybe not exactly, but I think yours looks about the same as mine. You'll see my photograph here from a couple of years ago. You'll see some links here, the CV, syllabus, some more course information about the textbooks, the discussion grading rubric, some specific university mandated guidelines for how those discussions need to be graded. Some online resources, and it goes into the schedule. I'll get down to that in just a moment. But let's go up here for just a moment. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am from Putnam County. I'll bet we have some other people in here from Putnam County as well. I graduated from Buffalo High School many years ago. But I live in Fraser's Bottom now. Not too far from the Toyota plant, which is right across the river from my little house here. And since 2021, I have been an associate professor here at West Virginia State University. Before that, I was at a little place called Appalachian State University in Boone, North Carolina. I was there for 4 years. Now, prior to that, I spent most of my working career actually overseas. I worked in Hong Kong at 3 different universities. Chinese University of Hong Kong for some time. Then I was at Lanzhou University in Gansu Province. And then finished up my career at Hong Kong Baptist University. Okay. Also had several jobs here in the Charleston area, including what then was Charleston National Bank, now is Bank One. Also worked at West Virginia Governor's Office of Community Industrial Development for a while. And yeah, before I went back to school, I came back to West Virginia State and I taught economics. My undergraduate major was economics. My PhD is in business administration from the University of Connecticut, sometimes called UConn. UConn Huskies, very big basketball powerhouse in both men and women's basketball. I also did my master's degree from there. I did my BA in economics from what was then West Virginia State College with a minor in business administration and major in economics. If you're interested, this discusses some of my research. Most of my research has been in the area of Chinese management. Since I spent most of my working career overseas, specifically in China, that's where most of my research is centered on Chinese business practices. In particular, Chinese corporate governance is a specific area of business research. So you can look through this. I doubt you're going to want to, but if you see something that you're interested in, I would be glad to send that to you. This talks about all of my research throughout the years. I enjoy doing research. I've done quite a bit of research. And one other little thing about me, I can speak basic Chinese from where I spent so much time in China. Yeah. So that's just a little bit about me. Let's go back now to the course syllabus. Okay, if we jump back over to the course page here, going down here to where we see the syllabus. Open that up. Let's zoom it up so you guys can get a full viewing of it. And this is the information. It's a repeat, my office hours. Basically, I'm on campus Monday and Wednesday to teach 2 courses. I have one class at 9:30 and another class at 1. So my office hours are scheduled around those courses. But you can always come by, or since this is a distance learning course, we can set up a Zoom meeting. It's easy to set up a Zoom meeting. If you have a webcam, well, you're going to need a webcam for this course, and everyone can use their phone. We can set up a Zoom meeting if that's more convenient for you. So again, course description. So you think you want to be in business, young person? Why? I hope that this course can help you to answer that question. We provide an introduction to the fundamental disciplines of business administration, accounting, finance, management, and marketing. We also talk about things like motivation in the business environment. We also talk about starting your own business. You know, maybe some people have the dream of starting their own business, or maybe you come from a family that, like me, my family, I come from a long line of business people. In my immediate family, my brother, my father, and my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, are all business people that are working for themselves. I'm the only one that decided to take this crazy academic career. So hopefully this course will whet your appetite for business, help you decide which direction you might want to go in. Right? This is stuff that we have to put in here, the planned learning outcomes. This is for our accreditation. You don't need to worry about this, but we need to gather this information. We use some results to help us keep our accreditation so that we could stay in business as a university. Here are the objectives, the outcomes, the textbook. The textbook is called Understanding Business. It's the 13th edition by Nichols, McHugh, and McHugh. There's the ISBN number. You're also going to have to get the little code that will allow you to do the McGraw-Hill Connect exercises, because we have reading exercises for each of the chapters that you need to access through the code in order to complete those exercises. So you need to plan on getting that as soon as possible. Okay, we look at the assessment, grade distribution, and assignment descriptions. like I said, this is through McGraw-Hill Connect. Now, I want to tell you that when you open this up tomorrow, this is Sunday, August 6th, you will have access to your My Online tomorrow. Well, when you go into the My Online page, you're not going to be able to access the SmartBook assignments yet, because I haven't set those up yet. I've got an appointment with a McGraw-Hill person on Tuesday. We're going to get all this set up so you'll be able to do that. But if you haven't done these before, what it is a reading exercise whereby it tests your comprehension and retention as you read. As you read, it asks you questions. You have to get a certain amount of material correct. Try to get this so that each one lasts no more than an hour to get through them. But the thing is, each one of these is like free points. In other words, if you stick with it, you're eventually going to do it. Depends on how well you are at retaining the material, comprehending and retaining the material. But if you stick with it, you will get the full 10 points for each one, and so that's 140 points right there. The next component is 6 graded discussions, each one at 25 points. That comes out to 150 points. Now, there's a rubrics that's posted on the course My Online page as well. It tells you what's expected. Basically, we come up with a topic related to our topic of the week, usually. And then as we go through that topic, you're expected to make an initial comment. Then you're supposed to comment on another person's comment. You need to have one initial comment and at least 2 replies to other people's comments. Now, these are kind of a big deal. This is 15% of our grade. 150 at 25 points each. Okay. Next component is the quizzes. After every 2 chapters, we do a quiz. The quizzes are designed such that, they're 45 minutes each, 40 questions, and they're all either multiple choice or true and false. You have 45 minutes to do the 40 questions. Each question is worth a half point. Okay? So we do that 7 times with 14 chapters. Comes out to 140 points. Midterm and final exam, each worth 225 points. These are going to be essay questions, and I'll give you more information about that later. Now, this is a Shark Tank recorded presentation. I'm sure you guys have seen the TV show Shark Tank, where people pitch a new idea. Well, you are going to come up with a new idea, put together a promotional video as if you were on Shark Tank, and you're going to try to sell us on your idea and get us to invest in your idea. So total points possible is 1,000 points. So this makes it nice to see where you stand in the course at any given time. 1,000 points possible. And so you can see this is 14% of the grade, this is 15% of the grade, 14% of the grade, 22.5% of the grade, and 12% of the grade. And we're following the university grade scale. Alright. So let's go through each of these assignments. Like I said, the SmartBook assignments, these are reading assignments that are very common, especially for online courses, where you read and it tests your comprehension and retention as you read. I'm going to get that set up. You need to get the code. I'll get you more information on that. Don't worry when you open it up on the first day. It's not going to work on tomorrow. It won't work until probably later in the week, but that's okay because the first one is not due until the end of next week. Yeah, this is some more information about the discussion. 6 of these, 6 discussions, each for 25 points. This is what's expected. Provide concrete examples, perhaps from your own experience. Identify consequences or implications. Challenge something that has been posted, perhaps by playing devil's advocate. Or maybe pose a related question or issue. suggest a different perspective or interpretation, pull in information from other sources. You say, that's interesting. I was just reading something about that online the other day, for example. Right. Quizzes. This is pretty clear. 40 multiple choice questions, true and false questions, 45 minutes to answer each one. The exams. There are 2 exams. Unlike the quizzes, these exams will be essay. You have 2 hours to complete the exams. The exams will be submitted automatically when time is up. Exams consist of short answer essay questions will ask you to draw upon your own experience to reflect upon the course material. I'm aware that ChatGPT is out there. I use ChatGPT quite often myself, and I run my own questions through there to see what the answer is. So, I don't mind you dabbling in using ChatGPT. I think it's one of the tools that we need to contend with. But I designed my questions so that I ask you, what's your opinion, or what would you think, or what do you think would be a good business to start in Charleston, for example? These are the types of questions that you cannot just copy and paste, and you can't use ChatGPT or some other AI writer to just develop an answer. It won't work. If you haven't seen the TV show Shark Tank, get online. Here's a link. You go into this link and it will take you there. You can watch some of the episodes, or you can go to YouTube and type in Shark Tank and you're going to come up. It's going to show you some other videos. I believe, I'm not sure which of the streaming services carries Shark Tank. It's usually on, I believe, CBS. So basically, I want you to come up with an idea. Alright? This is 12% of your grade. And you're going to do a 20-minute video presentation that's a pitch for a new product or business idea. Hopefully this will be something original. Doesn't have to be, but I think it'd be more interesting if it is something original from your hometown, or something that you think would fly in West Virginia or Charleston. You need an original business plan, which we're going to talk about in this course. And we're going to talk about SWOT analysis in this course. You've probably heard of it before. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And then you're going to come up with sources of competitive advantage, marketing, and promotion, HRM and staffing. I'm going to have more details and posts on this assignment later. And this is not due until, I think it's due November 9th. That's the date this is due. We're going to see you in just a moment. Okay, in the schedule. So, going down the bottom of the syllabus, you'll see a schedule. So, it tells you everything that's due for each of these modules. We've got Smart Book Assignment due and Graded Discussion 1. We've got Smart Book Assignment due and Quiz 1 for the second module. And for the third module, again, so forth and so on. You can see we're alternating. We either have a quiz or a graded discussion due every week. We don't have both due in the same week. Okay? And here, at the end of the 12th module, is where you will submit your Shark Tank recorded video presentation. Oh, it's November 5, I'm sorry, by 11:59 p.m. I'll put up a link, well, I think it's already up there, but we'll talk more about this later because it's not until November, and this is only August, so we have time to think about it. And then after everyone has submitted their videos, I'm going to post them up so that the class can see them. I mean, we are not a real class per se, and that we're not meeting face to face, and so, but this is the closest thing we can do to having a face to face class is by creating videos and putting them online, right? Yeah, all the way up until the final exam. I believe that's pretty clear. So let's jump over and look at some of the material for each of the sections. You know, the business environment is changing very rapidly right now. I think we're all kind of aware of that. Lots of things are happening. We have very, very low unemployment rate. There are lots and lots of jobs available. I hope you've got a job and work this summer because there were so many jobs available, and everywhere you look, there's help wanted signs out. So this was a good opportunity for you, hopefully, to get out and make a little bit of money. So this first module talks about some of the factors that are happening in the business environment. Artificial intelligence, the move to distance working from remote working is what they call it. Working from home is a big trend. It's slowly being phased out, but people are resistant to give that up. So this first chapter talks about that. As you go down through here, usually for a lot of these, I put in a little fun video. This is an old rock and roll group from the 70s, Bachman Turner Overdrive, and a hit called Taking Care of Business. And then some other videos that kind of put forth what we're talking about, along with a PowerPoint. And the first thing we're going to do in our first discussions is simply introductions. Okay. Second one, we start talking about economics. I think economics is a pretty sound major. Economics is general. The problem with economics is it's hard to get a job as an economist, per se. It's much safer to study something like accounting or marketing, because those positions are much more numerous with organizations. But for those of us that are brave enough to broaden our horizons, I think economics is a good major. It's a way of thinking. It's general, and you can parlay it into many other directions. Like me, you can go into business later. You can do an MBA degree, or you could do a PhD in business with economics as a foundation. I had a student last year who applied to West Virginia University School of Law. He was an economics major as undergraduate. So yeah, you can go lots of different directions. But again, it's a way of thinking, I've heard people say. And I like it. I enjoy it. I think it served me well. It helps me, I think, to understand business in a more general way. It helps me to manage my own money. Okay. Second one, we go international. The third one. Yeah, this is one that you might guess I'm also interested in because I spent so much time overseas. All right. I think I'm going to change this discussion to the next one, which has to do with studying in Hong Kong. I'm going to talk more about that later. Next one is small business. Would you like to run a small business? Some of you may be from business families. So this talks about what it's like to have your own business. And PowerPoint and all the information is geared toward that. For this one, we are doing a quiz. This will be chapters 3 and 5. Next one is entrepreneurship. Starting your own business. Again, this is where the Shark Tank comes in. This comes from chapter 6. And next one is leadership. All right. Next one is motivating employees. Are you motivated? Are you not motivated? I think a lot of us, myself included, experiences crises of motivation at times. Why is that? What is it that makes you motivated? What is it that makes you not motivated? I mean, if you understand this, if you understand why you're motivated, why you're not motivated, this is going to be helpful for you. It's also going to be helpful for people that you manage someday as you're talking about, as you're trying to motivate them. Next one is human resource management. Human resource management is a hot topic now because retention, employee retention, selection, retention, and development. This is what the three components of HRM, human resource management. So, more on that. Maybe you'll decide to go in that direction. Module 9 is marketing. Marketing. You're going to have to take marketing courses. Maybe you're taking a marketing course right now simultaneously with Dr. Arnold, for example, who's one of our great marketing professors. Next one, promotion. The next topic, accounting and financial information. The next topic, we've got financial management, and this is where you're going to submit the link to your Shark Tank video presentation. We start talking about securities, markets, financing, and investment opportunities. Module 14, financial institutions, Federal Reserve. Then we go into Thanksgiving break. Hey, this is a 16-week course. I believe that you guys deserve a Thanksgiving break the same as the in-class students. So we take off that entire week and don't do anything. The only thing left is the final exam when we come back. And we'll have more on that later. All right. So yeah, that's a quick rundown. Hope you found that useful. Listen, we got 32 people signed up for this class as of now. That's quite a lot. We should have plenty of material for good discussions. It's going to be a great semester. Don't be a stranger. Come by and see me during my office or set up a Zoom meeting if that's more convenient for you. And let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you later.